Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Episode Danganronpa. Ich dachte, ich mache jetzt Episode Schluss, also Aufnahmesession, aber ich nehme die jetzt direkt nach der Investigierung auf, weil ich dachte, das passt jetzt eigentlich ziemlich cool und sowieso habe ich gerade Zeit und alles. Deswegen, ich denke, wir können auch die Skills vielleicht ein bisschen setten. Ah, wir haben keine, nice. Würde ich sagen, starten wir, oder? Also, ich glaube, es ist für Yohiko.
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Aber das stimmt halt irgendwas
During the
nicht.
class trial, you will present your
Ist es
arguments
vielleicht
for
zu
who
einfach?
the killer is and vote for who done it.
Also hier Malfoy,
If you vote
denke ich.
correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
Aber in Real Life
You pick the wrong person.
müsste man vorher halt noch klären, was ist mit der Maske, was hat jetzt die Alte, die Kleine da gesehen. Und hat wirklich die Athletin mit den Zügen gekämpft.
Besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, B, Girl C, D, E, Boy F, and the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A is probably Tsumiki. Mikan heißt die mit Vornamen.
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
Girl B.
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably
Ich habe mir quasi alles aufgeschrieben.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Personally was hyper energetic and unique. Das Problem ist... Ah, okay. Ist es Ibuki? Weil ich habe eigentlich eine andere...
I see! Girl C is Ibuki.
Dann ist Girl D Sato oder was?
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday. Let's move on to Girl D.
Only one person. Aber Mikan...
I see! Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F.
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu? Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji,
Das ist so
Sato,
einfach.
Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were 2 Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason why Yuki's last name appears twice is true. To call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason for his last name appears.
I can prove it with this.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Und das hat er auch jetzt gemacht.
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being for his sister is...
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the movie. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that. You're probably thinking like that because you lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet! I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer. Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Naozi has a strange rivalry going
No
on.
one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game. Huh?
What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed. Aber das muss ja dann.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim.
Ach so.
It's a murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Alles klar. Also, wir wissen gar nicht, wer Girl E ist, aber Fuyuhiko hat jemanden umgebracht.
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked, so Girl D went to get the key from the office. And when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
D und I ist die gleiche Person.
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the room?
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school?
to the front of the music room.
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, that's wrong.
Die haben die Vase gehört.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
The murder
Who
weapon.
cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional event that also appeared. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you about white noise and the non... Durable, okay.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Okay, also ich habe jetzt tatsächlich den Scheiß nachgeguckt. Eine Sache stört mich derbe an diesem Fall.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Also, die Lösung ist, und zwar hier, stupid as usual. So, das sind eigentlich die Kommentare, die von mir kommen. Das heißt, für mich heißt das, das sind keine richtigen Optionen. Oder das ist nicht das, was ich anklicken soll. So. Und man hat den Swimsuit anscheinend, also das gehe ich jetzt davon aus. Und jetzt stand da irgendwie, oh, stupid as usual oder so ein Scheiß. Ja, und das in Stone Swimsuit oder was? Ja, wahrscheinlich, ne? Sorry, aber das war Bullshit.
Chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon. What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
The weapon is something that appeared in the game, and so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravity,
Genial.
you make an effective weapon.
Wow.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? And for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen.
Bullshit, Rompa, Alter.
It's used to make an improvised weapon. It'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Guy.
Let's see. It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
I'm sure you talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, the game and Mario's death are probably related. In actuality, there is an important shared point. Ja, weil die genau gleich da gestorben sind. Aber okay, dann eben nicht. Okay, dann eben doch nicht das Foto, was einfach zeigt, wie die da anscheinend drin sind. Den Ending Price? Okay. Wow, das andere überhaupt nicht, oder was?
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Dass wir sie gesehen haben, spielt keine Rolle, ne? Lol.
Saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru?
Ups.
You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong!
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugly.
Da gefällt mir noch irgendwas nicht. Der Fall ist noch nicht so ganz gelöst, habe ich das Gefühl. Es war zu einfach. Also, das, was ich eigentlich letzte Episode meinte, klar, Kusurio ist mega verdächtig, aber wir haben auch gleichzeitig immer noch diese offenen Sachen mit dem Kampf und alles. Deswegen, ich glaube, ich mache eine Stelle einen Cut. Zwar ein Cut für euch, aber es geht direkt weiter. Einen Tag später für mich. Aber ich dachte mir, ich mache das als eine Episode, weil das eigentlich doof ist, wenn mitten in diesem Fall das gerade umgedreht wird. Es gibt noch immer so viele Fragen und alles. Ich bin gespannt, wie das Game das angeblich lösen möchte und ob dieser Fall so rein ist. Aber wir machen einfach mal weiter.
They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house, which means when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left. Which means something happened between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
Boah, bitte stirb ein.
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine. I've never heard of that daily routine before. And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass! She's obviously lying!
Huh? It's a lie? People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Ja, das Gummy-Ding. Oder letzter, keine Ahnung.
I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Okay, meinetwegen der Anfang.
I did go to the but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, if it's okay if we change the place and time, I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw
Yes.
you. Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
See. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed here.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
Yeah. The only place I can think of where Yoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Yeah.
Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery.
Das Problem ist, die sollte man jetzt instant voten, ja? Weil die so eine Scheiße labert, ne? Und in so einer Situation sollte man einfach die Wahrheit sagen, damit der Mörder gefasst wird, ja? Es sei denn, es ist wieder so eine dumme Situation wie, oh, ich dachte, ich hätte sie umgebracht.
When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark demons of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask, at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means...
Das wollte ich noch letztes Mal sagen. Ich finde das geil, wie bei Terut statt den durchgestrichen die Messer und Gabel ist.
If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
It's true that Yuko is suspicious, but there's something strange, something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we are being directed by someone. Das Komische ist halt die Ansage. Trashcan.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt.
That aim.
You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
Yes.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
Looks like everyone doubts Hyoko. Is that really okay?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
That's wrong.
No doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet?
Ja.
So that's when you dropped the gummy.
Yes.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
Yes.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body.
Das anscheinend ja auch.
Forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
Ja. Also stimmt eigentlich alles, würde ich sagen.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt.
Lol. Achievement get.
You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
Wenn ich jetzt wieder nach den Teilen gehen würde. You can't tell your way on. Was? Das war zu schnell. Wie geht das? Okay, so kann man das lesen. Da, das stimmt ja, okay. Da steht da, I don't know anything about the gummy. Okay.
And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body.
Das muss halt nicht unbedingt sein, ne? Why the body?
Forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
You can't tell. Ja, okay. Nach den Teilen muss man auf jeden Fall irgendwas auf das Body schießen. Das würde bedeuten... Entweder sowas. Oder halt...
Verdict upon this Miss Kyoko is this.
There's no doubt you went to the beach house.
And weren't you also... So that's when you
waited for your chance to kill and afterward you fled from...
At the time, the door facing the road
Yes.
was blocked by the body.
Anscheinend doch nicht.
I shall render
Ich
my
hasse
verdict
die-
upon this mystery's conclusion. Kyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, guys!
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
No, that's wrong.
Ah ja. Okay.
About that gummy, did Hyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene is yellow. So it obviously looked like it was
Ah, okay, und Gummy Bag, da waren zwei helle Sachen, ne, und das
Gummy is
war
yellow?
so scheiße.
And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Oh, wenn sie also jetzt echt die Mörderin ist, also Leute, wisst ihr Bescheid, einfach irgendwelche Gummies, die ihr angeblich nicht esst, da hindroppen und schon seid ist es klar, dass es ein Trap ist. Eine Double-Trap, Alter.
We can't assume Hyoko
Ihr
is the
gebt
one
euch
who
einfach...
dropped the yellow gummy.
Pass auf, und zwar... Mitarbeiter von meiner Firma wissen, dass ich bestimmte Milch trinke. Entweder von der einen Firma oder von der anderen Firma, wenn sie im Angebot ist. Um jetzt mal zum Beispiel mir also ich bin der Mörder und dann stelle ich einfach auf einmal ist Milch an meinem Arbeitsplatz am Stellen. Das ist aber die falsche Marke. Also kann ich dann mega argumentieren, ey Leute, das ist zwar Milch, und ich bin generell mega verdächtig, weil der Mord ist an meinem Arbeitsplatz gewesen, aber da hier jetzt die Milch steht, die nicht von der Firma ist, die ich immer trinke, also bin ich nicht der Mörder, Leute.
Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like
Ich
this?
zurück zwar jetzt 3000 Mal, ich war gar nicht arbeiten. Oh, was? Steht drin, dass ich arbeiten war? Das ist natürlich dann... Was, man hat mich gesehen? Ach ja.
Hold on, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy?
Yes.
Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Ja. So, und das... Guck mal, dieses Argument, was er gebracht hat, hat jetzt einfach mal mein Argument zerstört. Ich bin einfach viel zu weit weiter als die, ja. Das Game punisht dich, wenn du weiter denkst.
There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
Gotta figure out what's right and what's wrong.
We're not done with Hyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
Und zwar, das mich stört,
Talking about the
ist,
footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence.
weil die hat sich gar nicht gegen die Tür gelehnt, Leute. Kann nicht sein, laut dem Autopsiebericht von Mikan.
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
No, that's wrong.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, Her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true!
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
Genau. Und das macht halt diese Swordswoman die ganze Zeit so verdächtig, weil die halt nass angekommen ist, weil ich bin jetzt ein bisschen weiter, ja.
I won't let you look down on me. We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer! If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach house can be... Did you get all that, you bastard?
Ja, okay.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. Allow me to cut through those words.
Oh mein Gott. Das ist cringe.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order.
Terribly sorry. I haven't had
Ja, aber dann gibt es das Wasser. So.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Konnte sie nicht.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
I took the clothes here before committing murder. Now that should be possible.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
Boah, wenn du solche Sachen vorher einfach mega planst, zum Beispiel, ich sage am Anfang, ich kann nicht lesen, obwohl ich eigentlich echt lesen kann. So von Anfang an, dass du irgendwie sagst, ich kann das nicht, ich kann das nicht. So, das ist halt mega krank. Aber das muss ich mir merken, wenn ich irgendwann mal in Situationen komme.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah.
Zum Beispiel, du
She
müsstest
couldn't even
faken,
tie her sash on her own. That's
dass
why
du
she couldn't take
ohnmächtig
her
wirst, wenn du
bath
Blut
without
siehst.
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Genau, können wir die Sache mal kurz klären?
I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me of all people.
Okay, endlich haben wir das mal geklärt.
All right. I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty
Oh nein, es ist die Swordswoman. Und sie hat mal erzählt, dass sie mit einem Schlag jemanden umbringen kann.
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
Und sie hat, also, boah, die war echt gut. Und die hat auch versucht, die Sonja daneben zu hauen, indem sie die Maske getragen hat. Sie ist die Einzige, die das weiß. Und Sonja, also sie weiß, dass Sonja da mega krass drauf ist. Okay, also haben wir unseren Killer.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru, because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now. Shut the hell up, Pig Barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die! And I'm sorry for being Pig Barf!
More importantly, Yoko's behavior earlier was definitely strange, getting so worked up and accusing Yoko of being suspicious. Could it be that he actually have something else in mind?
Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Yes.
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you...
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Boah, die Swordswoman ist echt eine gute Killerin.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier...
She never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. It's okay if we change the place. Want you to come to the beach house on the second island. Times is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. Ah!
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
The letter that Hyoko had, doesn't it contradict the other evidence? Und zwar... Ist das, 2 p.m.? Also müssen wir das mit...
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Ja, obviously die Zeit. Ja. Since you wrote it...
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Das kann man nicht sagen.
I see.
Aber ich würde sagen beide.
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret.
The killer forged both letters.
Yes.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
Wait. So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko? Du bist du der Mörder?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet, and when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
Oh, das ist Sonja. Das kann auch sein, weil sie diesen Swimsuit anhat und darunter kann man das ja alles verstecken.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only
Einer
way to
von den
survive
beiden.
is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be. Seriously,
Also im Moment ist es Sonja oder die Swordswoman, wenn ich mal recht überlege.
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Whoa, he's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. Even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mihiru's true killer, there's no way we will survive. Oh, es ist mit Sekt. Oh. Guess the class battle has reached its climax. I would like to present the answer right here, right now. You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's read, they will all be shocked. They all feel despair. You can't, that's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So without further ado, the answer is... You can, everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct.
You say
Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Nanu? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Nanu? 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 Ja, ich habe 2 Teile gemacht, weil ich nicht wusste, ob ich den ersten Part nochmal neu aufnehme. Aber ich bin uns entschlossen. Alles First-Hand Experience. Uff, ich will nicht weitermachen. Ich will die Folge beenden. Leute, wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst gerne eine positive Bewertung da. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Episode. Bis dann. Ciao.